Guys, in this video we will learn how to design a column when it is under axial load and uniaxial moment. Okay, so welcome to my channel. If you are a civil engineer, please subscribe this channel to get videos on analysis, design and construction. Now let's start. First, assume an axial load which is coming in your column. For example, say it is 2500 kilonewton, and let's assume moment as 200 kilonewton meter. Now for your information, all these data are factored, or this load are factored load. Okay, we are going to design this column by limit state method and by using the special publication 16 in Indian standard. Okay, now just simply assume by which concrete you are going to construct this column. Well, just for example, let's assume it is M25. So FCK value is our 25 Newton per mm square. And what type of steel you are going to use? Let's assume we are going to use the Fe 500 steel. Okay, so what is the first step? So first step for designing the column is you have to assume a breadth and a depth. Okay, so for example, the breadth is, let's say it is 450 and the depth is also, let's say, 450. Okay, we are assuming a square type of column section. Now what is the step? Well, before going to the other step, we will see the special publication 16 chart. What is saying by this chart? Well, you have to first select the chart based on the grade of steel. In our case, it is 500 Fe 500, or the yield strength of the steel is 500. That's why we have selected Fy 500. Now Fy 500 is selected. What is the second? The second is you have to calculate d dash by d. What is d? D is the depth of the column. It's clear to you. Now what is d? From this figure you can see d dash is the distance from this face of the column to the center of the bar, which you are going to provide during construction. Okay, so for calculating d dash by d, we will assume that we will use 25 mm dia reinforcement. So what is the value of d dash? Let's calculate. So d dash is the half of the diameter of the bar. What is this? Half of 25 is 12.5 plus the distance from the edge to the edge of bar. What is this? This is the cover. So as for IS 456, it is mentioned that the column nominal cover shall in any case not be less than 40 mm. So we are taking 40 mm. Okay, so we have calculated the d dashed. So d, capital D, is already assumed by us as 450 mm, and d dashed is also calculated. So obviously d dashed by capital D is calculated as 0.117. Okay, so again go to the chart. The chart are given for small d dashed by d as 0.05, 0.10 and 0.15. Okay, in our case it is in between 0.1 and 0.15. Why? Because our value is 0.117. So we will take the higher value. So based on that, we are selecting chart 49. Clear? Now look at the chart. This is known as interaction diagram for column design. So interaction diagram, there are three variables. What are they? First one is, you can see here, Pu by FCK BD. Okay, this variable is a function of axial load. Well, this is Mu by FCK BD square, or this is a function of moment, and these curves are termed as P by FCK, or percentage of steel, function of percentage of steel. Okay, so calculate each of them separately. First we are going to calculate Pu by FCK BD. This is coming as 0.494. You can calculate it easily. How? Just convert the axial load into Newton. Okay, by multiplying 1000, because it is given in kilonewton, and rest of the values you can get from this. So from that we are getting 0.494. Well, assume it as 0.5, and similarly Mu by FCK BD square is coming as 0.088. Okay, just assume as 0.09. Again go to the interaction diagram. We have got these two value. One is 0.9, this is 0.9 and this is 0.5. So you are somewhere here or in between 0.10 and 0.08. For safer side, take 0.1, the higher one value. So your P by FCK or the percentage of steel divided by the strength or grade of concrete is coming as 0.1. Okay, so you know the value of FCK, or this is 25. You can calculate the percentage of steel as 2.5. What is percentage of steel? This is nothing but area of steel divided by area of the total section or BD into 100. So if you know the percentage of steel, from that you can get the AST or area of steel, because the sectional area is known to you. So from using this formula, we are getting AST as 5063 millimeter square. Okay, now you have to select the bar. Okay, let's assume we are taking 25 millimeter diameter bar, and the number of the bar, let's say at 4 corner 4. Now what are the total area? This is less than 5000, that's why it is showing not okay. You always try to use Excel sheet for design purpose, because you can play with this. You don't have to repeat many calculation. Okay, well, provide more bar. Let's say now we are providing additional 20 mm bar and they are in 4 number. Now total area is coming as again less than 5000. So increase this up to 6. Again it is not okay. Let's 8. Again not okay. So we have to increase this 25 mm die bar. Let's say these are total 8. Okay, let's say these are 8. Okay, so 8 number 25 mm die bar and 8 number 20 mm die bar. In that case it is more than 5000. That's why it is okay. You can optimize this number. So for now, let's finalize this number of bar. So you are going to use total 16 number of bar. Okay, and the section is 450 by 450. So you have got the section and you have also got the number of reinforcement and the diameter of the reinforcement. Now it's time to design the stirrup. So what should be the stirrup? Well, as per IS 456, they are saying that the stirrup diameter should be how much? 1/4 of the largest longitudinal bar, and in our case this is 25. Okay, so 25 by 4 is coming as 6.25. This diameter is not available in the market. Let's take 8 mm dia bar. What should be the spacing? Again, the IS 456 is saying it should be either 300 or 16 times of the smallest diameter bar, or 20 mm in our case. So 16 into 20 is coming as 320 mm, or the least lateral dimension. In our case both are 450 mm, so it is also 450. So first one is 450, second one is 320, and last one is 300. You have to take the least one, or the 300. So the spacing of the stirrup is coming as 300 mm. Okay, how we have to arrange this bar? Well, again our code will guide us. How? IS 456 saying from figure 9, if this dimension or from this point to this point is less than 48 into phi tr. What is phi tr? In our case this is diameter of the stirrup, or 8. Let's check it. Yes, our stirrup diameter is 8. So if this is less than that, or 48 times of 8, what is coming this? Let's say this is coming as 48 plus 48 into 8. This is coming as 384 from center to center. In our case total was 450. Now we have left already 40 plus 40 as clear cover at both side. Again stirrup 8 minus stirrup, because at both side. Again the diameter of the bar, or 25 half plus 25 half, or 25. So what is the value? 329. So 329 is less than 384. So you can arrange your reinforcement like this. So for that you have to provide 2 link in between. I have already provided here And also in this direction I have extra 2 reinforcement. Here there was no reinforcement, that's why they have not provided, but in our case again we are providing 2 links. Okay, so just using SP16 and IS456 I have designed this column which is subjected to your axial load and the moment. Okay, in next video I will discuss how to design the column if it is subjected to axial load and biaxial moment. If you like this video, please subscribe this channel. So see you tomorrow.